Bonjour, Juliet.
Hello, Juliet.
Good morning, Robert.
Welcome again to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Well, the countdown is finally over, Juliet, right?
Right, Rio 2016 is finally here with us, and the excitement is heating up ahead of the opening ceremony later today of 2 weeks of high-quality sports. So athletes from more than 200 countries are competing, with some 80,000 extra security staff patrolling the streets. So competitions will take place across 32 venues in Rio de Janeiro, with football matches also scheduled for the cities of Belo Horizonte, Brasilia, Manoa, and Salvador and Sao Paulo. And as always, though, much of the focus will be on the track and field athletes. They start on August 12 and end on the morning of the last day, August 21, with the men's marathon. And Africa will be relying on countries like Kenya, Ethiopia, and other powerhouses to get her medals. They always represent.
But I'm rooting for Ethiopia also. I love Ethiopia. They have good athletes, always. Yeah.
Definitely. So we'll be hoping, and remember Kenya topped the last year's World Athletics Championship medal table. So a lot is expected from them in spite of all the doping scandals and all that. Yeah. But the first events were actually on August 3 as the women's football matches took off, recording some exciting results. There was, however, bad news for Africa because Zimbabwe and also South Africa lost their games to Sweden and Germany. But I'm sure we will have a good showing in Brazil. Our sister channel, Euronews' Pierre Asamat, is the man on the beat in Brazil.
You have to agree that these Olympic Games are coming at a time when serious concerns on readiness are being raised. For weeks, we've been talking about various outstanding issues on Rio 2016. Some athletes have already forfeited in fear of the Zika virus. There are also doping issues, specifically the charges against the Russians. What will happen when a Russian wins a gold medal? There is going to be discomfort, but let's not forget we are in Rio de Janeiro, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And Brazilians, especially the Cariocas, the citizens of Rio, love partying. And I really think that after the opening ceremony this evening, the tone will change.
That was Pierre giving us what's happening. He's really excited about it. He's been tweeting.
He'll be bringing us a lot of updates on that.
Exactly. But any news from the Nigerian camp?
Well, another worrying situation is with the Nigeria's Olympic men's football team, who they were stranded in Atlanta, USA for days. They only arrived in Brazil 5 hours before their opening game against Japan in the early hours of this morning. And the problem seemed to have happened due to the funds for their travel having to go through different bank accounts. But trust me, jet lag was not a problem. They made sure they hammer Japan 5-4. So Samson says, definitely there's something right.
Good. That was something to look up to. 5-2 is not, and especially after losing one of their football greats. I think that was a good comeback.
Yeah, definitely. Mikel Obi was spearheading the side.
Yeah. Justement, au niveau du mercato pour le football, il y a beaucoup d'échanges.
Well, a lot of happening is happening in the transfer of market with African players.
The transfer windows open, and Everton have completed the signing of Senegalese international Idrissa Gueye from Aston Villa on a 4-year deal. So the Toffees triggered the 26-year-old's release clause, which is believed to be around £7.1 million in the player traveled to Finch Farm this week to finalize their move. Another player, that is Ghana international Kevin Prince Boateng, has also joined Spanish side Las Palmas on a 1-year deal. The 29-year-old had been without a club following his 6-month spell at Italian side AC Milan.
Now, Juliet, there's a lot of drama surrounding Manchester United, and I'm a supporter of Manchester. We're expecting Pogba. We're expecting Pogba anytime today. But this thing with Schweinsteiger, man, it's I don't know what do you take of that?
Well, for me, I think for someone of Schweinsteiger's quality, you know, he is an international personality, and 2 years ago he was king of the Maracana and the toast of Germany. Their heartbeat as they won the World Cup, but reports suggest Bastian Schweinsteiger had been moved to the reserve dressing room for Manchester United to train with the under-23 squad after being told by Jose Mourinho that he had no future at the club. So there were reports that he could go back to Bayern Munich, but Carlo Ancelotti says no way back for him at Bayern.
I think that's a bad move. If you ask me, Schweinsteiger is one of the best. He drove his country to the championships. He's given medals to the team, and having to let him down like that, that's something else.
Well, Drogba making news. Is he still on top of his game?
He's a legend, and he's still going strong at the age of 38. And there is this perception that the Major League Soccer, that is the MLS, is for players retiring. But I think Drogba is proving that he can be very competitive, and he is enjoying his time with Montreal Impact in the MLS. Drogba hit his second career hat-trick to lift the Montreal Impact to a 5-1 win over Philadelphia Union at Stade Saputo recently. And in the 2016-2017 season MLS, he has played 13 times and scored 8 goals and given 3 assists for his club.
Drogba is, and the FA Challenge Cup is also with us.
Yeah, this weekend a lot is happening in the world of football, and definitely it is the traditional curtain raiser for the season. The FA Cup Community Shield takes place this weekend as Manchester United take on Leicester City. So the two teams made it this far by being the reigning champions of the Premier League. That's Leicester City, and also FA Cup champions. So definitely we have a bit of a showdown in Mourinho and Claudio Ranieri.
Well, that would be fun to see. Yeah. But I honestly think Drogba should retire and become a family man. Thank you, Juliet.
Thank you very much, Juliet. See you next week.